Welcome to the RadioU podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, why won't the CEO of McDonald's eat his own burger?
Also, what's the famous Pride and Prejudice hand flex?
All that and more on the way next. I'm so obsessed with this Jim Carrey clone controversy. 772 RadioU. Has everyone seen this? This weekend was something called the César Awards in Paris. I've never heard of this before.
Me either.
The 51st annual. So
Whoa.
they've been doing it for a while. And Jim Carrey was honored there. He received an honorary César. And so supposedly Jim Carrey was there to accept the award and give a speech in French, by the way.
Whoa, that's impressive.
Which he doesn't speak French, but everybody is saying that it doesn't look like Jim Carrey. It looks kind of like Jim Carrey, but it looks off. It doesn't seem like him. And so everybody's saying that he had like a clone or a body double go out to the César Awards in France for him. And then it's like, if that's true, where is the actual Jim Carrey? What's going on with him? And if this is Jim Carrey, why does he look like this? And then somebody online, a person named Alexis Stone, posted like they do makeup and stuff, and they posted like a bunch of photos on Instagram with like a whole head mask and stuff, saying Alexis Stone is Jim Carrey in Paris, implicating that they are the one that was out there filling in for Jim Carrey at the César Awards.
What the heck?
What do you make of all this?
This does look so wild, but also looks like it's made by AI, like these images.
Yeah, I don't really buy the Alexis Stone aspect of it.
No.
But I mean, looking at Jim Carrey, does he look off to you?
He doesn't. It looks just like it's an older Jim Carrey, you know? Like maybe the image that all sticks out in our heads is Jim Carrey in his heyday, young and, full of life and fresh and all that. But it's like these images of him, it's just like, yeah, he's old man Jim Carrey.
Yeah, well, I also agree that like this is Jim Carrey. I think everybody just needs to be reminded he doesn't always have he isn't always bald with a giant mustache.
Yeah.
He isn't always green.
Yeah.
In different variations.
Yeah, his hair isn't always perfectly slicked back like Ace Ventura.
He isn't always talking with his butt cheeks. Keep in mind, Jim Carrey is an actor.
Yeah.
So you see him in movies where he's got makeup on to make him look different than he actually does.
Right.
This is what he actually looks like.
Yeah.
He looks like my aunt.
Yeah.
This is what Jim Carrey looks like. And so I feel like we've been fooled by the movies. Yeah. We've been fooled by Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
That's not what he actually looks like anymore.
No, he doesn't have that big mustache.
No, that's not Jim Carrey. I mean, that is Jim Carrey, but that's not him in everyday life.
That's not him in real life.
I'm sorry if that's what you wanted him to look like when he showed up at these César Awards, but that's just a costume that he wears.
Right. I feel like we're talking to like children. I think we're explaining this to kids.
It's like
he doesn't actually look like that. He's a regular human,
right?
Just like all of us.
He's not a Grinch in real life. That's not what he actually looks like. He had so many prosthetics on for that.
Yeah.
This is him without that.
Yeah, this is just him.
As sad as it may be to you.
Right.
Because it is a little sad.
It is a little sad that,
bit.
like it's kind of wild to think about how much older he's gotten, and it's like you see it in reality. Like he doesn't look old. I'm not saying he's like old.
No, yeah.
But he's what, in his 60s?
Probably, yeah.
He's showing the signs of age as any normal human would.
He's been through a lot,
yeah.
And he's one of the celebrities you don't see as often.
He's not in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And I think that's what adds to this is people don't see him much.
And by the way, one of Jim Carrey's spokespeople told The Cut, quote, Jim Carrey attended the César Awards where he accepted his honorary César Award.
Yeah.
Open and shut.
100%.
How can you dispute that?
Yeah.
One of his spokespeople said it. I think there's nothing else to say.
I think they would say it even if it was a body double, to be fair, but I do 100% believe this was actually Jim
Carrey's spokesperson saying Jim Carrey attended the Caesar Awards is raising a lot of questions, clearly answered by the statement Jim Carrey attended the Caesar Awards.
Yes, he did.
Here's something to think about. 8772 Radio U. A friend or a significant other that something you had no interest in, but then they found an interest in it, and you wound up picking up that interest because they were so interested in it.
Okay.
I've definitely had that situation where, like, there's sometimes when you're in a relationship and you'll, like, kind of fake liking something just because the other person likes it, so you just want to, you know, make them happy.
Sure.
And then there's some things that they like so much that it starts to rub off on you.
Yeah.
Like, I can think of a lot of music and movie, like, kind of stuff with Mrs. Hudson where it's like, I wouldn't have probably ever listened to this kind of stuff before I started going out with her. And then all of a sudden now it's like one of my favorite things. I probably like it more than she does. Music and movies are definitely the top two.
Yeah.
Of just like the tastes change because of the person you're with. But I think that, I can think of other stuff with friends of mine that, I guess it is still music, but Barbershop Quartet. What's another one?
I love that. I love that so much for you.
You have any?
I definitely know for me, one of the things that I've definitely seen is pickleball.
Okay.
Obviously, I love pickleball, and I've loved it for quite a while now. And when I started dating my boyfriend, Brian, that was immediately something we did together because I was like, hey, I play pickleball every Sunday. If you want to come play, it's free. Mm-hmm. And so he joined, and now he loves it. And I knew he would because as soon as he finished playing, like the first time, he was like, oh, I'm buying a paddle. Like I'm get ready so that I can play all the time. So that was something that definitely rubbed off on him.
It definitely rubs off when you're spending a lot of time with somebody that you care about. Some of their stuff is going to rub off on you. You're going to pick up on it. Even if it's not somebody you particularly like. I feel like, people you work with or whatever, you're with them all the time. Some of their stuff is going to rub off on you.
You say you don't like me?
Why would you infer that from?
You're like, even people you don't like.
People work with people they don't like all the time. And somehow you still wind up picking up some of their mannerisms. But the point is, like, you spend time with somebody, some of their stuff is going to rub off on you.
Yes.
That's just how it works. And that's so true with God. The more time you are able to spend with Jesus, the things are going to rub off on you from the way God handles things. Like, here's a great example. If you're like a type of person that's very anxious, you like to worry, you get a lot of stress in your life.
Yeah.
You spend more time with God. God is not worried. God is not stressed. It might not happen overnight, but he is going to pass that on to you because you're spending time with him. You're getting inside his mind and he's getting inside yours. And that's passing off to you of ways to de-stress and de-worry your life. Or, maybe you're not much of a planner. God's got plans. Mm-hmm. God's going to show you stuff and have you where plans start to work out. That kind of thing where why would you not want to spend time with somebody who's got it literally all figured out,
right?
And loves you and has everything taken care of? You spend time with them, things are going to rub off on you in a positive way.
100%. If you spend time with the Prince of Peace, you're going to start feeling that peaceful feeling of, just like letting that kind of overcome you with whatever anxiety or worry you might be feeling. It is going to rub off because the more you allow your brain to think in that way, your mind to think in that way, and not let it focus on the things of this world, the more you realize like, oh, yeah, I can kind of live in this peace with Jesus. Yeah.
Things can be way different. And it's all about the time you want to spend. The more time you do it, the more that you're going to start to see the effects of it. So find out what that's like. Find out what it's like to have God rub off on you. Say, hey, Jesus, I want you in my life. I'm spending some time with you today. I want to hear from you. I want you in my life. I want you to be there and have effects on me and see what happens starting today and going forward. And if you want to know more, RadioU.com/free gift.
Welcome to Right Up My Alley. Today's Right Up My Alley topic is one of my favorite stories, which has been told time and time again, and that is Pride and Prejudice, Hudson.
And that's a book?
It's a book.
Okay. A series of books or just one book?
Just one book by Jane Austen.
From like the 60s?
No, it was published in 1813.
Got it.
But I believe she initially drafted it in 1797. So years before she published, she was starting to write this awesome story. But this is kind of inspired by Netflix. They just recently released a clip from their series, which will be an adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. They say a faithful one, so hopefully that means it's good. But I thought it'd be fun to ask you some questions about this because you did mention Nikki had also a love for Pride and Prejudice. So I thought maybe you would have some leftover knowledge from when Nikki talked about Pride and Prejudice.
Don't know that a lot rubbed off.
You sounded like you knew at least who Mr. Darcy was.
Yeah, well, I know the name, and I know that Nikki liked him.
Okay, everybody loves him. Okay, first question for you. Pride and Prejudice features the 5 Bennet sisters. Name any of them.
Juliet.
Oh, no. There is a J name, but not Juliet. So
Hold on. Give me like 3 shots.
Okay, go ahead.
Elizabeth.
Oh, yes. Yes. I was going to say,
Obviously.
remember the time.
Yeah.
Any other guesses?
Probably like, hold on. Well, yeah, Juliet. I was just thinking it rhymed with Bennett, but that doesn't make sense. That would be a horrible name. Juliet Bennett. Obviously, that's wrong. But let's see. If there was an Elizabeth, there was also probably a Mary.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Yes. Any other guesses?
Let me keep going until I get one wrong. It'll take this all day to do this. Let's see. Another name that would have been... I'm just going to guess the names of all the homeschool girls I knew.
Well,
Bethany.
Not Bethany.
Oh,
sorry.
darn it. Okay.
It's Elizabeth, Jane, Mary, Kitty, and Lydia.
Kitty. I would have never gotten Kitty.
Yeah, that seems very English, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, so next question. In the 2005 film adaptation, which features Matthew McFadden as Mr. Darcy and Keira Knightley as Elizabeth Bennet, there is a famous scene between the two of them that focuses on Mr. Darcy helping Elizabeth into a carriage and then immediately doing this gesture as he walks away, which sent viewers, including me, swooning. So what did he do?
He helps her into a carriage.
Yes.
Turns around. He's walking away, and he jumps up and clicks his heels. Like a leprechaun.
He does a hand flex.
What does that mean?
So he uses his hand to help her get up into the carriage, and then he's walking away, and he like flexes his hand, like he stretches it out entirely, like there's like a repressed desire for her, and that's what that shows.
Obviously,
it's a show not tell type of scene.
Gotcha.
And it's not in the book, but everybody loves that scene so much. All right, last question for you. When Jane Austen wrote Pride and Prejudice, she had a different initial title for the book. What was it?
This is a classic useless knowledge tactic.
Exactly.
The original title that how would anybody know? Probably the Bennett Experiment.
Bennett Experiment. No. She called it First Impressions. Because it's all about judgments, misjudgments, Pride and Prejudice. And so Mr. Darcy kind of has judgments of the Bennets, and Elizabeth has judgments of him. And then they end up kind of being wrong about each other, and they fall in love. And so that's what the book is really about.
I think it's good she didn't go with that.
I agree. I think Pride and Prejudice is much better.
Yeah, that definitely has a lot more character to it.
Yeah.
And the alliteration.
Yes.
That's good for branding.
And she did it again with Sense and Sensibility later on.
Oh, that's her too?
Yeah.
Oh, great. That's a great one. If you're like me, you cannot wait for baseball to be back. Good news is tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, is when the World Baseball Classic starts.
Let's go.
It's not quite the same, but it's something. And this is also just making me want baseball season to get here even sooner. The St. Louis Cardinals have unveiled a new deal for 2026.
Okay.
If you go to their games, tell me if you think this is a great deal.
Okay.
For starting at $29 per ticket, you could get their Coca-Cola Unlimited ticket, which not only includes, obviously, entry into the game, but it also includes a wristband that gives you unlimited concessions through the 8th inning of the game.
Oh.
From when you get there till the 8th inning, you can go to the certain designated concession stands and get certain items as much as you want until the 8th inning.
I think that's a great deal.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you what the stuff is yet.
I don't care. I hear Coca-Cola and I'm in.
Yeah, unlimited anything. So obviously, bottomless soda is included.
Let's go.
And then, if I understand it right, you get to choose 3 other items to go with your bottomless soda that you can just keep refilling as much as you want. Those items include chicken tenders.
All right.
Nachos.
All right.
French fries.
All right.
Popcorn.
Oh!
Peanuts.
Okay.
Classic baseball stuff. Chips.
What about hot dogs?
Ice cream. And then, of course, bratwurst and hot dogs.
Yay! I was like, please don't tell me they're leaving the hot dogs out.
No, that would be insanity.
That'd be
for
a
them
travesty.
To do that. But this is why this is dangerous. This is going to be dangerous for me. You're telling me I can just keep, for an entire length of a baseball game, I can just keep walking back up to this stand and getting as many hot dogs as you will give me.
Oh, that sounds like an amazing deal to me.
That sounds like a challenge.
It's $29 that you add on to your ticket price?
I'm trying to figure that out exactly how it works.
Because that is a decent amount of money, and I know people are probably thinking, oh man, that's too steep for me. But when you think about how much money you have to spend on food and drinks at a baseball game, like this is actually going to be saving you money.
I thought that the $29, because this only applies to like one certain section of the stadium.
Oh, so this is your whole ticket
Yeah, so
price?
I think it's your ticket and you get the wristband.
That is way better than what I initially thought.
They also say starting at $29, which makes me wonder, like if I want brats instead of hot dogs, for example, like maybe that's a higher item. Yeah, is there like an additional surcharge where it's still unlimited, but you're paying now $35 instead? I only have like a little bit of information here. It's not directly from the Cardinals, so I don't know all the details and stipulations, but just the headline is enough to get me excited. Let's say that.
I certainly agree, and I hope that other baseball stadiums take this on as well. Like, they follow suit, because it's just unfortunate. But when you go to a baseball game, you end up spending a lot of money on drinks and snacks and hot dogs and whatever, because it's all so expensive.
Yeah, I think that's keeps a lot of people away, is that you want, like the tickets may be expensive, but you're thinking, oh, it's an experience, a special occasion, whatever, or you just love the team. But when it's not just the tickets and it's everything inside the stadium too, that really, you're really squeezing people a lot.
Yeah,
so
100%.
The game day experience needs to be better. It needs to be with, the average everyday fan in mind. The average everyday fan would love to have unlimited hot dogs. I'll tell you that right
Did you also mention it has unlimited ice cream? Like, dang.
Yeah, that's one of the options. Like I said, I think you get to choose 3 out of all those things I just mentioned. I think probably the soda comes with it.
Yeah.
And then the other things, you get to select what your 3 are.
I would definitely choose like hot dogs and ice cream.
Hot dog. I feel like the French fries would fill me up.
Yeah.
In a way that like they might be good, but I feel like hot dogs, peanuts, and ice cream kind of sounds pretty amazing.
Because I always love to get ice cream at the ballpark.
Yeah, man. Now I'm just hungry.
Now I just want baseball. I want to go to a baseball game so bad right now.
I have watched this video so many times. 8772 Radio U. The video of the McDonald's CEO trying, in quotation marks, the new Big Arch Burger that is now available at McDonald's. Allie, what's your favorite part? Not of the burger, of this video.
Of this video?
Yeah.
I love it when it's like he starts out, he's got the food in front of him, and he's just like, he gives off the energy of like a health nut, like somebody that's very into, being healthy.
He has a bit of an aura of that Brian Johnson guy that's trying to live forever.
He's sitting like really like straight up, like his like posture is perfect. And so it's just like the juxtaposition of that, even watching it in my head, like something is off. Like this guy would never be seen with a McDonald's sandwich in front of him.
I can't imagine him sitting in a McDonald's.
The only reason he has McDonald's food in front of him is because he happens to be the CEO of McDonald's.
Yeah.
But he looks like he otherwise despises it.
And I feel like when he was making this video, he had to be asking, how did I even wind up here?
Yeah, like why am I selling food that I hate?
Yeah. Am I really going to defile this grave for money? Of course I am. Like he's that SpongeBob reference number 1. So he lays out, there's so many things that get me about it.
Yeah.
He starts the video by listing off all the places where the Big Arch Burger has been tested that are not the United States.
Yes. Portugal,
Germany, Canada.
Yeah.
As if that they're somehow inferior to the United States. And if it can make it there, then the United States must now we know it's safe.
Now we know it's good
for
to
American
try
consumption. So he lists that all off. Then he's like examining the burger. He's not even holding it like a normal person holds a burger. He's got it like his hands are upside down.
He's never held a hamburger in his life.
And then he's like trying to parse through all the ingredients of the burger. And it's like, dude, you just listed everywhere it's been tested. How do you not know what's actually on it? Finally, he gets done stalling. And he is like, and he goes, and by the way, I'm going to eat this for my lunch.
Yeah, sure.
Which convinces nobody.
No.
So then he's going to go take a bite. And the only way to describe the bite he takes is that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward tries the Krabby Patty and his teeth like eject out of his mouth and take the tiniest molecule of Krabby Patty. That's what this CEO did. And then after he takes the bite, he goes, that's a big bite for a big arch, with a close-up of the infinitesimally small bite that he took.
Yeah, oh my gosh, so tiny. So tiny. We know that he did not finish that burger.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
No way did he finish it.
He continues to call the burger a product when he's eating it, which is, I feel like, there are some parts of it where I can give him the benefit of the doubt of like, he's just such a CEO. He's such a boss. He's so corporate.
Yeah.
He can't use normal words a normal person would use, like burger, food, delicious. Like he can't use that. So he's instead continuing to default to calling it a product, which is how I'm going to order it the next time I go.
I would like the product,
Yes.
please.
Can I have the Big Arch product, please? Give me 3 of your finest products.
I wonder what they would actually say to you at a McDonald's if you ordered like that.
Yeah, they've seen this video at McDonald's.
This has to be making the rounds with all the employees.
And there's so much more to get to. I mean, we've talked for 4 minutes, and there's so much more analysis I can do.
Yeah, just
because I've watched it so many times. I'm obsessed with it.
And we will send you the video. It really is like it's a social experiment.
Yeah, but I do have. Do you want me to get to my theory? I have a defense of McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczynski.
Okay.
I have a theory.
What is it?
I'll get to that next.
Oh,
for why this isn't that
theory.
bad. Yeah. If you haven't seen the video that the McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczynski posted earlier this week of him supposedly trying McDonald's new Big Arch Burger, let us know. We'll send it to you because it is awkward goodness. A minute and a half of awkward goodness. But there's as you go through and watch this, right, he keeps calling it a product.
Yeah.
He seems very reluctant to taste it. The question is why? Why does the CEO of McDonald's not want to eat one of his company's burgers?
Right.
And the idea being that, like, he knows it's so nasty and bad for him that he would never even let it enter his body.
Right.
He's afraid to even touch it.
It seems like it.
But I have a theory.
Okay.
I have a theory in defense of McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczynski.
Okay.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think is possible. That burger is not actually a Big Arch burger.
What do you think it is?
It's a prop. It's display.
Oh, it's fake food.
Yeah, it's like the burger they use in commercials. Because what do people always say about McDonald's and other places that like, oh, there's the picture of the Big Mac in the ad that they post on the big poster when you walk into McDonald's, and then you get a Big Mac, it looks nothing like that.
Nothing.
It's much sadder and deflated. And so they wanted, in this video, they wanted the Big Arch Burger to look delicious and amazing.
Yeah.
At the cost of the CEO actually being able to eat it.
Yeah.
They're like, he can fake eating it. We can't fake, he'll fake eating it. We'll give him a fake burger that just looks really good and that'll be good enough. They probably like sprayed it with hairspray to keep everything in place and everything like that.
I got to watch this again now.
Yeah, if you look at it again, there's like one piece of lettuce that falls off. But other than that, it's actually crazy how the burger stays intact, even despite him fondling it so much. So that is my excuse. Maybe he's not afraid of McDonald's burgers generally. Maybe he's just knows that this is not a true burger, and so he shouldn't be putting it in his mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at how much he holds it, and nothing falls off.
I know. It is odd because it's such a big burger.
How are his hands not getting saucy?
Yeah, you would think there'd be stuff coming out.
He's talking about how there's so much gooey cheese and whatever the sauce is on it. Well, how come that's not getting on your hands?
Yeah, there is, watching it back again, there is a lot falling out into the container. Lots of
they overloaded it with the lettuce.
Yeah, lots of, which they always do.
Yeah.
They always put a lot of lettuce in.
It's a way to fake it to make it look bigger than it is.
Yeah, but in the close-up image of what he shows, it looks real to me. But so do the images, I suppose, in some way. They look real in the ads.
I think this is just my rationalization to make me not concerned to eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're on the right track with he just doesn't want to because he knows that it's made with like stuff that you really shouldn't be
because
eating.
of all the fat and chemicals and whatever that's inside it, he knows can't enter his perfect body.
Yeah, he looks very health conscious. He looks very healthy other than that he's as pale as a vampire.
Too healthy.
Yeah. Maybe?
You know what's crazy though? They could have just not posted this.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, if you knew your CEO didn't want to eat this, just don't
Why did they
film
make
your
him do
CEO.
it? But you know what's even crazier is this all has actually been a great ad for McDonald's because now everybody knows about the Big Arch.
It's true.
Text the word Bigfoot to 8772 RadioU if you want to see possible proof of a baby Bigfoot.
Baby Bigfoot.
Yeah, 8772 RadioU. We've got some pretty amazing photos right here.
Oh my goodness.
Let's analyze them together. This was posted by Stephanie Wood in a Bigfoot Believers Facebook group.
Okay.
And honestly, this could be it.
This could be the proof we've been waiting for.
Yeah, obviously you need to text us the word Bigfoot to 8772 RadioU for us to be able to send you this. So without being able to see it, we can kind of describe it, but I'll just put it how Stephanie put it in her post.
Okay.
She said, "We know what you're thinking. It's Chaka from Land of the Lost."
No, I'm thinking it's AI.
Our gut reaction to this photo is that it's probably a short person in a costume, maybe a kid. But after analyzing it for a while, we're not so sure anymore.
Oh, really?
Says Stephanie. She's looked at it for a while.
How long, Stephanie?
She said, could this be a baby Sasquatch or one of those little hairy people that pop up in reports every now and then, which are described as squatchlets? I've never heard them described as that.
Those little hairy people that show up in reports.
Squatchlets, they're called.
What?
She says, one thing we know for sure is that the truth is truly stranger than fiction in more cases than not. Chaka or squatchlet, you decide.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And look, Allie, this has to be real.
We have to describe this image.
Yeah.
So this image is of like somebody's forested backyard.
Mm-hmm.
There are two white-tailed deer in the foreground of the image.
Which are definitely real.
Definitely real. It looks like that's most likely what the person was going to be focusing on when they were taking the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But in the background, and it's really not even that far back, it's like right there, is this little brown figure, dark brown figure, And when you zoom in on it, it looks like a bushy, like, monkey that's standing on its hind legs.
Yeah. It does look a lot like Chonka from Land of the Lost, if I'm being honest. But why would Chonka from Land of the Lost be in somebody's backyard with a couple of deer?
Yeah, I don't know if it would be.
Well, some people seem to be convinced. This guy commented, honestly, the deer in the photo make this 99.9% believable.
What? Come on. Come on.
Hold on, listen. He says, this looks like an adolescent Sasquatch I seen in a dream.
Oh, I seen it in a dream.
Parentheses, never had a physical sighting, but have witnessed/heard signs of Sasquatch. Parentheses, close parentheses.
So he's heard them, but he hasn't seen them.
Heard signs.
Heard the signs of
And
them.
he's witnessed signs, but he hasn't seen
And he's
them
dreamt them.
physically, except in a dream.
He's dreamt them. Oh, I love this. I love the Bigfoot community, guys. I want Bigfoot to be real. I want this to be true. I just don't look at this image and say, yep, believable. In fact, I'm going to take a photo of you right now, Hudson.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to smile. I'm going to put it into ChatGPT and say, add a baby Sasquatch in the background. And I guarantee that's what happened in this image. Somebody popped it into ChatGPT.
I think ChatGPT would make it look better than that.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
I think you have a lot of faith in ChatGPT.
I kind of am convinced.
You're convinced?
Yeah. This is a good point. Somebody said maybe he was watching the deer and a big one was close to hunt it.
Oh.
So that's the baby Sasquatch, right? The squatchlet.
Yeah.
And then somewhere out of frame is the big Sasquatch that's hunting, that's going to actually attack the deer because he'd be fast enough to catch it and take him down.
Yeah.
And then have food for the family.
Well,
That's a good point.
I think we're going to have to come back and see what AI has created for you. And you guys will have to follow us on social media and on YouTube, RadioU Mornings, to see what this image looks like once ChatGPT finishes doctoring it up.
Somebody said the face is too human.
It does look kind of like a human face that's been painted. So it could be a kid in a costume.
I want to open up the RadioU hotline for this.
877-2-RADIO-U.
A debate that started a couple days ago on Twitter. What is the best sports month of the year, brought about by the fact that could you make the argument that March is the best sports month of the year? 877-2-RADIO-U. Let us know what you think, or you could use the talkback button in the RadioU app. I'll state the case that is being stated here for March.
Okay, yeah,
and we can
go
start
ahead.
from there. Okay, in March we get, obviously, most notably March Madness.
Yeah.
Not only that, though, you also get all the conference tournaments.
Yeah, that's true.
Which are oftentimes fun. Obviously, the NBA and NHL are going. Baseball opening day is later this month. In the meantime, the World Baseball Classic.
Yep.
They've also listed Champions League here. Apparently, that's going on now.
It is.
Is that soccer?
That is soccer.
Is
European
it like
soccer.
the playoffs or something? Or
It's basically the champions of the different leagues throughout Europe
Oh,
play one another.
Cool.
Yeah.
UFC, but that's kind of like always. So, and then the Players Championship in golf,
Yeah, that's true.
all in March. So not a bad slate to stack up.
No.
But does that make it the best sports month of the entire calendar year?
I would say it's hard to beat playoff time, in football and also baseball.
So playoff football, January, you're talking.
That, and also I feel like also college playoffs I really enjoy. I enjoy,
Which is partly in January.
yeah, and some earlier. I also enjoy baseball playoffs, which is usually October and September. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to just pinpoint one month as like my favorite sports month or the best month for sports, because I love lots of different sports and they have shining moments throughout the year.
Yeah. I think the case for March rests on March Madness.
Yeah, and how good the March Madness is.
Yeah, because that first week, the first Thursday through Sunday of games is possibly, if you just wanted to take, like, if you wanted to take 1 week of the sports year, what is the best week? It probably would be that one, right?
Sure.
Because you get
It's so exciting.
Yeah, because you have constant games that mean something, that are exciting with a lot of you can have a rooting interest.
Everybody fills out brackets, so you're really like watching the games intently.
Yeah, from casual fan to like diehards, everybody's kind of invested.
Sparkle picking it based off of mascots and colors.
So that's probably the best sports week of the year.
Sure.
And then obviously you have like NBA and NHL and all the other stuff going on then. But does that make it the whole best month? I would say, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I have a couple other thoughts, but I want to see what other people are saying too. So send in your thoughts. What is the best sports month of the year? Is it March? Are we in the best sports month of the year as we speak? 8772 Radio U, or use the talkback button in the Radio U app. We'll see what people are saying coming up. We are asking the question, what is the best sports month of the year every year? And are we in fact living through the best sports month of the year as we speak? Is March actually the best, as many have claimed online? We heard from Tim at 8772 Radio U.
Okay.
Tim says April is the best.
April. Okay.
Because the Blue Jackets are usually doing well. They are this year, enough to where April should be interesting. The Reds are offering fake hope as well in April. So you got hockey and baseball going.
I like it.
We also heard from Susanna, who said best sports month is February every fourth year.
Every fourth year, every leap year.
Possibly a prisoner of the moment situation, but sure. The Winter Olympics were fun.
Yeah, they were. We heard from Thomas. He said March Madness, NHL trade deadline, baseball spring training. I could get behind March being the best month.
I think there is an argument there.
Sure.
And like I said a minute ago, it mostly rests on that March Madness is so fun.
Yeah.
That really buoys up the rest of the month.
Yeah.
But I have 2 other months I would put ahead of it.
Okay.
One is October. I think it's hard to argue against October because that's playoff baseball.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe if you're like a Pirates fan, that's not as exciting for you. But like as a Red Sox fan, a lot of times we're in the mix.
Sure.
So you get playoff baseball, which is so exciting. Plus you have college and NFL football, and the NBA and the NHL season are going, and everything else.
Yeah.
And playoff WNBA is in October as well. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not, but that seems, I feel like WNBA seems to be getting more and more exciting. We just need to get Caitlin Clark in the playoffs, and I think then it'll rocket through the roof.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Yes, both of them.
Tim is onto something. April, I would make the argument April is a better sports month than March is.
Okay.
Next month will be better. We'll actually we'll have baseball still.
Yes.
Opening day is a fun event, but like the whole month of April, you get baseball games the entire time.
Yeah.
Also, hockey and football are closer to the playoffs. It's not quite the playoffs yet, but it's the nitty gritty of the season,
Yeah.
The home stretch. Also,
I'm waiting to hear what I know you're going to say.
The Final Four is typically in March.
Yeah.
Or in April, I should say. So obviously that's not as fun as the first week of March Madness, but still you get your college basketball fix. But then what brings it home is the Masters is in April.
Yes, I knew that's what you were going to say. And I completely agree. It's for me, even though there's tournaments before, that is really the kickoff for me for golf.
Mm-hmm.
The golf season, I really start watching it intently once the Masters happen. And it's just Augusta is just such an amazing event. There's nothing like it.
Mm-hmm. It's a tradition unlike any other.
It's so true. It makes me so nostalgic and so happy to watch the Masters. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that assessment.
I think April and October are neck and neck, and March is it's
right behind there.
It's a solid bronze medal.
Yeah, it's not an S tier, it's an A tier.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
I think we figured it out. What's your favorite airline? 8772 Radio U. Let us know. Allie, you've flown a lot. You have a favorite airline?
I always liked American, actually. They always had the best food out of everybody.
Oh.
They would serve like Hot Pockets.
And that's the best?
In airplane food, yes. Especially because I was flying often as a kid. And so I was always, we flew British Airways a lot. And I was just like, we have to eat this British food.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was getting to fly American, which was not often, was a reprieve.
That doesn't say a whole lot good about American, but it really doesn't say a whole lot good about every other airline.
Yes.
If their food was worse than Hot
It's just
Pockets.
bad. Airplane food is just bad.
Yeah, I've rarely been fortunate enough to even get airplane food, so.
Yeah, you have to be on a pretty long flight to even get served a meal.
Yeah, my favorite airline is whichever one I am not flying on. Whichever one I fly on instantly becomes my least favorite. But I think for a long time, a lot of people probably would have answered that question by saying Southwest.
Okay.
There were some good things going on with Southwest.
I know a lot of people have like points with them and cards with them, and so they liked flying because they could get a lot of benefits.
Yeah, but Southwest has taken all of that goodwill they may have built up with anybody and flushed it all the way down the toilet.
Oh, no.
Kicked it right out the window of a moving vehicle. Because if you remember, back on January 27th was the end of their famous open seating policy.
Yeah.
Which some people actually didn't like the open seating.
I definitely didn't like that.
But switching from open seating to the way they're doing it now has apparently been an abject failure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because what they do, obviously, now instead of just like you have your ticket and then you can go find a seat when it's your boarding group, instead, what happens is you can pay extra to buy your assigned seat, or you can be in the most basic of all basic and just take the seats that are available after all the paid reserved seats are taken, right?
Oh, I didn't realize that you could still do that.
Yeah, but here's a great example that basically gets at why that's very problematic. One guy on Reddit said, I bought a basic fare nonstop ticket. Check in exactly 24 hours before departure. The earliest you can, of course. Says there's no seats.
Oh,
so
no.
you're on standby and may have to take a later flight.
Oh, my gosh.
So he checks the upgrade seat option. And sure enough, there are literally dozens of empty seats for sale if he wants to upgrade to a reserved seat that has its own spot.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to have to pay that extra, you may get bumped off the plane.
You're not guaranteed.
Yeah. Even though you bought a literal ticket.
That's really, really sneaky by Southwest to be doing that. And I think we all guessed that that's what they would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
To get a little bit more money, they would be, making it a
more
premium.
Or less extorting people.
Yeah, they're making it a premium for what every airline does, which is have assigned seats. And that's normal, basic behavior. And they're making it like you have to pay extra to do that. And if you decide not to pay extra to do that, which is something that Southwest has always offered, which is not assigned seating, then you get screwed over.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is not cool, Southwest.
Evidently, another issue since they've changed has been overhead bin availability near your seat.
Not good.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like a lot of flights struggle with that, though.
I didn't know that was specific to Southwest, or maybe it was fine until they switched everything.
Maybe.
Evidently, because the executive vice president put out a statement addressing some of these qualms that people have had, and one of them is that they will improve overhead bin availability near your seat. What
are they going to do? Make the planes bigger?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how you address that.
Yeah, like you'd have to rebuild it because what it tells me is the plane's too small.
And nobody's going on to the plane with their luggage and being like, let me put it up here and then wander back way to the back.
Yeah, you want to put it by your seat so it's an easy grab.
So I don't know what they've done. I don't know how they've messed it up.
It's probably too small and people's bags are too big or whatever. And so they don't have enough room to fit everybody's bags in.
Yeah, I feel like Southwest is, everybody's saying they're just another airline now.
Yeah.
They used to have a little bit of a leg up. Feel like you were getting a little better experience. Not anymore. A woman has gone viral on TikTok for one of the most baffling things I've ever heard. And just to be clear, 8772 RadioU, it's not the headline of her problem.
Yeah.
It's her bullet points.
Yes.
Her supporting argument.
Yes.
But this woman, her name is Maddie. She's gone viral on TikTok for standing up for dog dislikers. Her whole thing is basically normalize not liking dogs.
Boo.
Yeah. And she sucks. She sucks, okay?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
everybody doesn't have to like dogs.
No.
Everybody doesn't have to have a dog.
Right.
But she is calling people like me that have a dog crazy for having a dog.
Right.
And acting like it's some problem for her that we have dogs. And that's when it's a problem for me.
Yeah, like her supporting bullet points are things like she thinks they're smelly. She thinks they're loud. She doesn't understand why dog owners take their dogs on walks and then let them walk all over the house after they've been outside. I don't know if she's ever heard of shoes, but that is also what happens when humans walk outside and then walk inside with shoes on. And then she also says that she doesn't like it when she goes on walks because apparently every dog she walks by tries to jump on her and tries to, I guess, get pets from her. I don't know.
She says the owners just let the dogs run up to her all the time.
I have never experienced that. Dog owners are usually very courteous and usually want to make sure that they keep distance from you.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they have no idea if you're allergic. They have no idea if you're scared of dogs. The dog owners, most of them are, I know there's probably a few exceptions, but most of them are very aware of what their dog can and cannot handle.
Yeah.
And so they're not just going to let their dog run up and go to somebody.
It's funny because I guess it's just me personally, but I know a few people like this woman, maybe not as extreme, but they don't like dogs. And when I'm walking Zafira the dog, I always have those people pictured in my mind of if there's some stranger coming the other way down the street, that I'm thinking, what if this is one of those people that hates dogs?
Yeah.
And that if I let my dog get anywhere near her or him, they're going to sue me.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I've seen enough Judge Judy of the people that get bitten by dogs, and Zafira's never bit anybody.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready to take that chance,
you
so
don't
I'm definitely
risk
not
it.
letting it just run up to you.
Yeah.
So I don't know where she lives where that is the case.
Yeah,
But
I don't really buy that argument.
nevertheless, my favorite thing is where she's talking about how do you let your dog go on a walk all over the world and then get in your bed on your sheets? I'm sorry, how is that your business in the first place? What do you care what's in my sheets?
Yeah, again, it's their decision that's not impacting you. You can think that that's not cool or whatever. You don't have to do it. I personally, don't think I'll ever own a dog, and it's more just because I like to have flexibility. I like to be able to go on weekend trips and not have to worry about somebody coming over or staying with my pet because they have to be let out every few hours. I have a cat, and so that limits me a little bit in what I can do because you can't just leave a cat for several days, but you can leave a cat for a day and they'll be okay. But yeah, it doesn't mean that I hate dogs, and it doesn't mean that I agree with what she's saying, because I think the things that she's saying is it's kind of odd.
Well,
it's like she has a particular hatred against dogs.
She's concerned, and why what's baffling, by the way, is that so many people are like, yes, you're standing up for me.
Yeah, a lot of people agreeing in the comments. You can find any TikTok, like you said, you can find any corner of TikTok that'll agree on something.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of hate, acting like there's a bunch of hate for the dog dislikers. I really don't think that's true. I think you're a minority.
Yeah.
I think so. That's unfortunate, but that's just a choice you have to live with if you don't want to like dogs.
Right.
And it's also different. There's some people I know where they're afraid of dogs or don't like dogs because they were bit when they were, where they did have a bad
trauma
experience.
Related to
a
it.
little different than just you let your dog outside and in your bed. you know?
Right.
It's wet. She said it's wet. Dogs are wet. Some slobber. Most dogs, I would say the majority of dogs aren't wet.
Yeah, they're not all wet all the time.
It's literally
or whatever.
something she said.
Yeah.
It's you cannot like dogs. Nobody's saying you have to like dogs.
Totally. Everybody can have preferences.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. But that doesn't mean you need to go judging dog owners and saying they're disgusting.
And
what's wrong with you?
And listen, if you are out there trying to date or make friends or whatever, if you don't like dogs, sorry, but that is going to be a red flag.
You are going to limit your dating pool.
Yeah, you really are. But that's your choice. Don't act like we're the bad ones.
Right. Thanks for listening to the RadioU podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.